Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Tsukihime. When last we left off, Shiki had, an eventful day, and is now asleep. Or, so he said. But Shiki isn't the most trustworthy of people, so let's get into it, shall we? The wound on my chest hurts. The third child. Probably, it's the child who was adopted 10 years ago and died soon after. A hot summer day. A figure of a bloody child. The world of Tonoshiki filled with ill omens. Thump. But it's so quiet. Thump. I feel at ease. Thump. Akiha's heartbeat is very close. Thump. It's really quiet. Thump. And for the first time in days, I sleep calmly, untroubled by nightmares. I actually thought that scene was quite a bit longer. You know what? I think the scene I might be thinking of is I thought that scene was quite a bit longer than that. Oh well. 5. Afternoon Dream. Oh well, it is what it is. I open my eyes to the morning light. Even though my body still feels heavy, probably because of yesterday's anemia, I feel pretty good. How many days has it been? How long since I had a morning so free of unease? And today is my school's Founders Day. There's no need to prepare for school like I usually do, so I can just enjoy the morning calmly. Then I notice, though I thought there was no one in the room, someone is asleep by the bed. Akiha? As if she had been nursing me all night long, Akiha is sitting on a chair, the top half of her body collapsed on the bed. Asleep, she breathes softly. Her long black hair spread out on the bed. It looks beautiful. Akiha, hey, Akiha. After calling her softly, she shows no sign of waking up. Well, if she's sleeping, then there's no point in making her wake up. Akiha turns over weakly. Sleeping, she has none of her usual strength. Her defenseless sleeping face hasn't changed since she was a child. Because of that, I can close my eyes and vividly recall Akiha from back then. 8 years ago, playing together, the black-haired girl who always followed me. Although she was a quiet girl, Akiha always came with us. She rarely smiled, and even her smiling face seemed somewhat sad, transitory. When I was a child and knew nothing, I really wanted to make her laugh with joy, so I dragged her out into the garden with us over and over again. Ni-san. As Akiha murmurs to herself, I wonder what kind of dream she's having. For some reason, on impulse, I lift the sleeping Akiha's hair. While I watch her sleeping face, my heart becomes calm. It makes me want to watch over her forever if I could. Akiha, I remember, when we were children, I always thought about it. That day I vowed to hold this girl more precious than anyone else. The Akiha who would always cry as she held me. But it's no good, is it? The image from back then is gone. She's a proper young lady now. I murmur, gazing at Akiha's sleeping face. I let her long black hair fall. I'm sorry. Pop. Knitting her eyebrows painfully, Akiha whispers in her sleep. Seriously, I don't know what it is about me and my knee always popping whenever I'm recording. I'm sorry. Sorry, Ni-san. Akiha? Akiha's breathing is irregular. With her long black hair sliding off the bed, Akiha slowly lifts herself up. Yes, Nissan. Nissan, why are you here? Well, it's natural. This is my room, after all. Akiha leans upright as if stung and glances around quickly. Good morning, Nissan. Did you sleep well last night? As if she hadn't slept here at all, she greets me calmly. Just like Akiha, her guts, or should I say her response, is not normal. Yeah, morning. I slept well, thanks to you. It's been a long time since I had such a pleasant morning. Really? Is your body completely recovered then? No, it still feels kind of heavy. Today's a holiday, so I'll just rest quietly. Why, Nissan, it's unlike you to say such things. Usually you disappear off somewhere before anyone notices. Please don't say that. I'll be staying at home from now on, so you don't need to worry. Yes, I'll accept half of that statement. Smiling happily, Akiha gazes at my face. If our faces stay as close as this, it'll be a problem. Akiha's features are very beautiful, and if she keeps pointing that cheerful smile at me, I might go crazy. Well then, Nissan, we shall see how you feel at lunch. Until then, please don't exert yourself or go outside. I understand, but it's terrible. Since I came back here, you've had to nurse me all the time. I'm no older brother. Nissan. Though it was only a casual comment, Akiha's face is clouded. After hanging her head for a moment, she stands and looks up. Please don't say such stupid things like that. You're my brother, and even if you don't act like a good one, nothing would change. Well, I suppose, but it's nothing. But it's true. I don't mind having to nurse you every day, so please don't worry about it. Akiha walks quickly to the door. Well, excuse me. I shall be out during the morning, so if you need anything, please ask Kisui. And with that, Akiha leaves the room. 10 o'clock comes around. Although it's good to rest, lying in bed like this all day is boring. The age before cell phones and laptops. Well, commonplace cell phones and laptops, anyway. But even so, it seems my body hasn't slept enough yet. My body's still sluggish, and if I walk around and end up like yesterday, Akiha will get angry. Akiha will be back in 2 hours, and I promised her that I'd take today off after all. Telling myself this, I throw the sheets over me. I get really drowsy, probably because I'm still exhausted. If I listen, I can hear my own heartbeat. Hot. Come to think of it, I hadn't had anything to drink since yesterday. My throat's dry, and my head feels a little dim. Just a little. I guess it's okay to go out and get some water. The corridor is empty. Long ago. So long ago I can't remember, or don't need to remember. Like ruins in a movie, very quiet. Hot. The sunshine is hot. Is my body still not recovered yet? It seems I can't spend too long in the sun. The detached building seems to waver in the sun. My vision dims completely like I'm in a hot desert. White. There's a clatter. From the detached building. Someone. Is there someone there? Opening the sliding door very slightly, I peer in from the porch. Inside, I see the figures of Akiha and Kohaku. They look a little strange. I hear the swishing of an obi being removed. What? Without a word, Kohaku pulls down her kimono and bares her breasts. Well then, I'm gonna have to cut that out. Put something else on the screen. Anyway, Kohaku stands there with a blushing face, but does not move. Akiha pressing her lips against the bared white chest. Tension. Well, I guess this means Sachin is gonna get to show up some more. Kohaku looks down at her bare chest and crouches so that she is burying her face in Kohaku's breast. A thin red drop makes a line down her breast. Akiha's throat starts to move, swallowing something. What is she drinking? There's no need to ask. I already understand. Akiha, she's drinking Kohaku's blood. Dream. This is a dream. It's a dream, so I should hurry up and wake up. My own room. I'm definitely in my own room. Akiha and Kohaku-san? Akiha was drinking Kohaku's blood. I definitely saw it. Was I just dreaming? Perhaps. No, it must have been a dream. There's no way that was real. But it was so real. It has to be a dream. The smell of the tatami mats, the two's ragged breath, the gulping I heard from Akiha's throat. I get out of bed. I feel dizzy, but I don't care. The detached building. If I go out to the detached building, I know for sure whether it was a dream or not. Hearing a noise, I hide myself. Kohaku-san? Kohaku-san walks from the direction of the detached building towards the mansion. The house is as silent as the grave. I think because it's empty. Akiha isn't here because she said she'd be out there in the morning. Akiha couldn't have been in a place like this with Kohaku-san. I swallow hard. I take a deep breath and step inside. Ni-san? Akiha is standing in the Japanese-styled room. She is looking at me, aghast. Akiha? Yes. What is it, Ni-san? Akiha doesn't seem surprised that I'm here. She merely reacts listlessly. What is it? What are you doing in a place like this? What? I just thought I'd come and have one last look around before it's demolished. No, I don't mean that. I stare at Akiha's body. Come to think of it, Akiha is wearing her uniform. Wasn't she wearing her normal clothes a while ago? Akiha, you changed your clothes? Yes, since I went to school during the morning. After leaving your room, I changed and I only just returned. Really? Yeah, of course you weren't doing those things in here. Yes, it was a dream after all. But something's odd. It's odd, but who's odd? Is Akiha odd? Or am I odd? When I saw that sight, Akiha was wearing her normal clothes. It would be strange to change clothes after that, and what Akiha just said, there's nothing strange about it at all. So, that makes me who saw that dream strange. Ni-san, what is it? You seem pale. You said you'd rest all morning, so why are you out in a place like this? I just thought I'd go for a bit of a walk. Really? Well, I don't care about that, but I forbade you from coming here. It seems you couldn't keep your promise to me, Ni-san. Akiha glares accusingly at me. Her gaze seems to see right to the bottom of my heart, which jumps in response. You're right. From now on, I'll be careful. This building is getting very old, so there's a chance it may collapse. Please don't come here anymore, Ni-san. Is it just my imagination? I think there's something really odd about Akiha's attitude. For one thing, why would Akiha be in such a dangerous place alone? Now, please go back, Nissan. You do not look well. Walking past me, Akiha leaves the Japanese-styled room. Wait a minute, Akiha. There's something I forgot to ask yesterday. Something you forgot to ask? Yeah. That clearing where I collapsed. Long ago, I used to play there with you, but I feel like there was someone else as well. Do you remember? There was no one else. You're mistaken. Answering clearly, Akiha leaves the detached building. But, Akiha, there was a third child. A child adopted 10 years ago. Are you saying you don't know about him? Left alone in the Japanese-styled room, I talked aloud. Is Akiha really hiding the truth about that child, or does she really not remember? I can't tell. Night. As I returned and sat absent-mindedly in my room, it seems the day ended. Too many things to think about, too many things I have to think about. Even with Yumizuka gone, the killings still continue, and I see matching dreams of killing people and sucking their blood. 8 years ago. The near-fatal injury I received in an accident, and the child that had to be here. The scene I remembered in the courtyard. Undoubtedly, it was a memory from 8 years ago. If I've started to see dreams of killing people, there's no question why. It seems that same thing happened right before my eyes, a long time ago. I haven't seen Akiha since then. Kahaku-san brought supper to my room, and Akiha has not come to visit. Well, I guess since I'm feeling better, there's no reason to visit, but I still feel awkward when it comes to her. If day breaks and morning comes and we say, good morning, as always, I bet the bad feeling will disappear. That's right. I'll just sleep today. With the lights off, I curl up in bed. But Akiha is not beside me. If I sleep like this, then I might dream about killing people again. Crap. It's no good. I can't sleep at all. Because Akiha was beside me yesterday, I was able to sleep peacefully. If I sleep alone, I might have that dream again. And if I dream of drinking blood and another victim appears, I wouldn't be able to deny it and would have to conclude that I am the killer. I get out of bed. I won't sleep. I won't sleep tonight. I will stay awake. Moonlight is streaming into the window, so I can just gaze at the moon for a while. Huh? There's someone in the courtyard. I look closely. Isn't that Akiha? What's she doing standing in the courtyard? Akiha is standing quietly under a particularly large tree. Maybe she's taking a walk. It's past 11 already. She's so careless. In fact, the first night I came back to the mansion, Akiha was walking about in the dead of night too. Well, if I'm not going to sleep anyway, if, like yesterday, I have Akiha beside me, I don't think I'll have nightmares. I walk in the moonlight. The mansion's trees are painted in splendid autumn colors, and the falling leaves really look illusionary. Akiha stands in the center of it all. I gaze at her long black hair, her thin back, and the autumn leaves scattered about her. Swaying. Her black hair shakes like the leaves. Is that why her body seems so weak? Akiha's figure seems like a mirage. Akiha, what are you doing at a time like this? What? I'm watching the moon. Just like you, Nissan. Showing no surprise at my appearance, Akiha turns and answers. Good evening, Nissan. Going out at a time like this, even when you're sick, you're such a troublesome patient, aren't you? I guess. I could see the moon from my room, but there was a poor little girl outside. As a proper brother, I had to come out. Well, I'm sorry about that. Well, I guess inside the mansion is fine, but it's been unsafe recently. You're a girl, so you shouldn't be wandering around outside at night. You're right. If you say so, I'll go straight to my room. Bah, it's fine now. I couldn't sleep either, so it'd be nice to spend some time together. If you'd like, then certainly, Nissan. Closing her eyes, Akiha nods quietly. Akiha's nod seems as if she's praying for something. I'm surprised. You're really nice tonight. Did something good happen? Nothing wonderful has happened, but I guess being able to talk to you like this might be something wonderful. Akiha chuckles with a smile. In response, my chest thumps. Nissan, what is it? Your face is red. If you're still feeling ill, shall we move to the terrace? No, I'm fine. I'd like to gaze for a little longer, so let's stay here. Yes, tonight really is beautiful. Of all the scenery around the mansion, this is my favorite. Akiha smiles faintly. Her behavior really surprises me. Her atmosphere is terribly calm and gentle. Amidst the red autumn leaves, Tono Akiha seems many times prettier than usual. Hey, Nissan, do you remember this place? This place? You mean this big tree? Yes. When we were children, this was our meeting place. When I was inside during my lessons, I'd hear a stone at the window, and then I'd slip away from my private teacher and run out here. Yeah, come to think of it, she's right. Akiha was always doing lessons in the mansion. Our old man wouldn't let her go outside. The people in the mansion were afraid of Father, so they wouldn't even talk to me. But that was natural. I thought I wasn't meant to talk to anyone except Father. There was lots of people, but to me the rules of the Tono house were more important than any of them. So I was fine by myself, and I could bear Father's lessons. Yeah, I remember. He didn't care about me, but the old man was really strict with you. Shut up in your room all the time, doing lessons all day long. I really didn't like that. Yes, to be honest, I hated it too. I guess you sorted it out as something in the past. Akiha laughs nostalgically. But, Nissan, you were the only one who let me notice. You won't remember this since it was like every day for you, but one day, while I was waiting for the teacher in the courtyard, you came up, grabbed my hand, and began to run. I asked what you were doing, and you said you couldn't play tag by yourself, so I should play too. Really, thinking back, you were a terribly pushy person, weren't you? Akiha giggles. Well, that's what children do. Please forgive my impoliteness. Yes, after that, Father scolded us, so it became harder for us to meet. Yeah, I became stubborn too. I decided I'd play with you once a day, and one way or another, I'd get you outside. But in the end, you slipped away yourself. But you'd just watch from far away and never come close. It's fine. I was happy just with that. Yes, I really was happy. You took me out to play, and Father would scold us afterwards. Father's scolding got worse day by day, right? So I began to think, he won't come today. He shouldn't come today. I don't think he'll come today, but you always betrayed my expectations. Every time we were scolded and I thought you wouldn't come anymore, you'd always appear smiling. You always said Father didn't scold you, but it was a pretty bad lie. Really? I always thought I'd fooled you completely, but I guess it was easy to tell it was a lie. Of course. I was sorry you were always scolded on my behalf. Every day at the same time, I would wait excitedly, wondering, is Nissan going to come today? But that was the happiest time. When you went away, life returned to normal again, but I didn't suffer. but the memories of you are stronger than anything else, Nissan. You say you left me alone, but that is wrong. I was always saved by you. Because I had memories of you, I was able to remain as Tono Akiha. And, like an illusion, Akiha smiles. There's something wrong with me. If I was always clinging onto you like a child, I could hardly be the head of the Tono household. Stupid. That has nothing to do with it. It's okay to depend on someone when you need to. We're brother and sister, after all. No, that was only when we were children. It was decided that I would be the heir of the Tono house. So I can't depend on anyone. I must manage on my own. What's with that? Just because you became the heir of the Tono house, does that mean you can't make your own decisions? That's what it means to become the heir of the Tono house. Long ago, that's what I was taught to believe. But I'm still no good at it. After all, I'm showing weakness like this, aren't I? As she speaks, Akiha jumps forward with light steps. As if dancing, she walks amidst the fallen autumn leaves. Akiha. My chest hurts. I don't know why, but right now I want to embrace Akiha tightly. Is there something magic in the light of the moon? Even though she's my sister, no. Because she is my sister, I really want to protect this girl. It's getting cold. Shall we go back, Nissan? Yeah, let's go back. We shouldn't stay here forever. Nissan? I can hear Akiha's voice, but I can't hear what she's saying. Really, I don't know what it is. Akiha's hair that should be black, it looks crimson like blood. Unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Unnecessary. It's something unnecessary. Unnecessary. Red hair. The image of blood. A demon that drinks blood. That is not human. Therefore, it must be eliminated. Nissan, are you alright? Nissan? My chest tightens. My heart is racing. Blood clogs my veins, repeating in my head, kill, kill. No, I'm not going to kill yet. I'll enjoy this woman's body first. Her slender arms, her beautiful hair, her small breasts, her body perfect like a beautiful doll. I'll violate it. Again, very rapey, Shiki is. I mean, I know why, I don't like that sort of writing. I don't, it is what it is for this, but yeah, I don't know, it always seems like a crutch or something to easily make you hate somebody or put across it, oh, somebody's evil, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Seems like a crutch, like I said. My throat is hot. It's just like when I kill people in dreams. Hot. Nissan, please get a hold on. Please, hold on. I'll help you, so let's go back to the mansion. Voice. I can only hear Akiha's voice. No, I mustn't see her face. If I do, It's okay. I won't touch your body. No, I can't touch it. If I touch it, I don't know what I'll do. I'll go back first. Make sure you come in too, Akiha. With what little reason I have left, I run from Akiha. And I think this, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end off this episode. We had a nice moment with Akiha. And really, what more could you want? And we have a scene that I need to cut out, or not cut out, but censor. But anyway, next time, we find out what's the deal with this creepy music and with whatever it is that is wrong with Shiki, or so we hope. But anyway, I hope to see you next time on Tsukihime.